Let's see what this does. I need a quick word.
Fetcher isn't himself, so I'm running the shop. You buying or selling? Sometimes stuff we sell comes back around to us again. So watch yourself. Got me? See anything you like? Let's talk price. See anything of yours? No, you
We haven't known each other for very long, so perhaps I ought to clarify. When I say don't interfere or else, most people avoid finding out what or else means. You think so? Well, perhaps I'll buy a better mimic. Test it on you.
No threats, Estelle. We are your allies, whether you want to see it or not.
You're still the city's best chance of sending the absolute packing. So, yes, I need you. I even like you. But know that I do not need or like anyone so much that I will let them cross me twice. You want to handle Minsc? Then handle him before I do.
Knife. A hot one, I think.
Leaflet tricks. A very penetrable pocket. Don't mind that. So, a quick profit. Quick step.
The thief's been emptying pockets around here. You might want to allay some suspicions before things get out of hand. You have a convincing air of innocence about you. That's enough for now.
Never wanted the easy path.
Trust no one. Let's be quick.
like? Let's talk price. See anything of yours? No, you didn't.
All right, what now? Wonder if the gods are watching me.
Careful, I bite. Ready or not. Simple.
Never a dull moment. Can't risk being in open view. With haste.
The work is never done.
No one back home will ever believe this. Moving in.
That might be worth a look.
What's inside?
How delicious. Simple.
Don't be shy.
No one's stopped me yet. Time to press ahead.
What now?
Come on, let's go.
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have.
I grow tired of these false faces. Every corner we turn, another. And now it is my face they use to turn Minsc against us. I am sorry, but I am just tired. Oh, a terrible rallying speech. No poetry. Not even a little pat on the head. When I left Minsc to this fate, I believed I had no choice. I believe it still. We were ignorant of our enemy, unarmed against the cult. I made the right decision, but I do not like how easily I made it. Minsc would have never left me behind, no matter what happened. That is his problem entire. The past century left Minsc unchanged. And so he believes the world has never changed, that I have not. You saw the fool. Hanging on the doppelganger's every word for no other reason than it wears my face. I am sure you meant that to be comforting. Come, men. We need a lead on where these shapeshifters have fled to. Let's see what hints they left behind in the vault.
Copper for your thoughts?
What can I do for you, my friend?
Another step forward. Anything of use?
In our midst, your death, in the Dreadlord's name.
Still breathing, despite everything. Let's go.
Watch your back.
And these things have stayed interesting.
Oh, I could go for a good meal.
I have a lot on my mind. In it.
The corpse has nothing to say.
Best be on my way.
Wanna dance? Hello? Yo! If you insist.
No time to rest. These boots have seen everything. Maybe I need more pockets.
Be careful. There are traps about.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Someone there? Over here. Hardly a challenge.
What to do? Moving ahead. What's hiding here?
How high? This medical.
I've got a long road ahead. If not over, then through. That might be worth a look.
Arabella seems not to notice you as you approach. She's as intent on examining a peculiar stone as she is unbothered by the corpses littered on the ground.
Arabella?
Hey! I had a feeling you'd show up. It's sort of our thing, like it's fate or something. Check out the stone. It's magic. Incredible, right?
You are flooded with memories of the distant past. Creatures slain, lovers reunited, spells crackling through the air. The stone holds records of all who have passed by it. Arabella is collecting them. It's as natural as breathing for her.
And I've only scratched the surface. I want to know everything. Bone Man was right. The weave will take care of me. I just need to listen. Bandits came at me with daggers. They didn't know who they were messing with. Yep, and I like it that way. Bone Man told me to follow the weave, to let it guide me. I've learned a lot thanks to him, and I'm still learning. Don't worry about me, I'll be just fine. I'll see you soon enough. Bone Man said so.
supposed to be doing?
Wizard told us to watch for troublemakers.
But we see we know.
Troublemakers.
Shut up and keep your mucky little people.
What's the name of that river down there?
Wizard, the sewer.
Whatever it is.
Did you go for a swim earlier?
Don't know how to swim.
Some other stinking stuff floating down.
What are we supposed to be doing?
Wizard told us to watch for troublemakers.
But we are troublemakers.
Keep your mucky little people still.
What's the name of that river down there?
The sewer.
Whatever it's called, it's impressive. And it tastes great.
Did you go for a swim earlier? Wizard told us to watch for troublemakers.
But we are.
Keep your mucky little people still.
What's the name of that river down there?
Wizard, the sewer.
Copper for your thoughts? Oh, come on. You don't mean that. If you insist, I'll make my way back. But don't be long, all right?
Did you go for a swim earlier?
Is something burdening you? It is done. Oh, action, not reaction.
Sing a song of Baldur, who founded Baldur's
Quickly then.
Empire golden, built on trade, could not avert his fate. When three dead assailed his port, transformed he fell there throughout. Succumbed as threat from nether years, arose to conquer all. No hope is lost.
Still alive, so that's progress.
The sewer.
all's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have. These boots have seen everything.
Did you go for a swim earlier? Must have been some other oozing, stinking lump floating downstream.
I've got a lot.
Keep forgetting. What are we supposed to be doing?
We await your good word.
Kith'rak Voss, may the Astral Sea be still as you cross it.
And may your mind be of steel, so your blade may be of silver to Magir. Have you retrieved the Orphic hammer? Will our prince's chains finally be broken? Not a new companion, but an old one, and a loyal one. A proper introduction is in order, but I will let him do the honors. The remaining honor guard serve as my eyes and ears. Vlaakith's forces hunt you and the prism. My allies have slayed more than you know, so that you might travel freely. As for those that break through, you've proven more than capable of bleeding them yourself.
Miss Lae'zel and her ally. Come closer. Tell me what you see.
His voice carries the weight of untold centuries, and his ridges are scarred with uncounted battles. This is no dragonborn. This is a red dragon, the very same who carried Voss near the Gith crash.
It is so. Call me Qudenos, Master of Flames, Splitter of Skies. I will be the one to carry Voss into battle against Vlaakith. And I will be the one to breathe the flames that melt her. More than I could count. We were pacted by the archdevil Tiamat and forced to serve the Githyanki. It is to the people that I'm loyal, not to the lich Vlaakith, a corpse in Gith clothing. I know Orpheus, just as I knew his mother. A new future will be planted in the wake of the comet. Until we meet again, mortal. I look forward to fighting alongside you. Vlaakith will tremble at the sound of our roar. With Prince Orpheus to guide.
Have you brought the Orphic hammer? The Prince of the Comet is not dead. The Prince of the Comet will come again. The Prince of the Comet will liberate us from the Lich Queen's tyranny. The prophecy is one step closer to fruition.
Gith's son will soon ride against Vlaakith, Voss, and I will follow him into battle.
And you will wield the greatest gift Mother Gith ever granted her dauntless children.
A silver sword. I will carry it for the honor of Gith, the great liberator, and her unforgotten son.
Istik, now that you have the hammer, you must find a way to enter the Astral Prism. Once inside, smash Orpheus's bonds. His cry will shake the plains, and I will fly to your aid. The Prince of the Comet will sear the heavens again. First we'll defeat the Absolute, then we let the Lich Queen tremble.
Think again. I will not permit your entry. No, there is not. I am done with the Gith Princeling, you may do with him as you like, but not a moment before.
Questions, Istik? You seem to be lost in thought. Yes, but you will meet this challenge, as you've met so many others. The Prince of the Comet aches for Githyanki liberation more than he abhors Geich. He might seethe when you free him. He might gnash his teeth and slander your name. But he will see reason. I promise you. Istik, friend to Orpheus. Together we will end the Elder Brain which shakes this city. Then I turn my sights to Vlaakith, the Queen of Deceit. When you break Prince Orpheus free, his psionic cry will alert us. I will fly to your side. Together, we will fell the Elder Brain and thwart the Grand Design.
Since I was old enough to hold a blade, I've dreamt of wielding a silver sword. The swords cleave both meat and mind, body and brain. To swing one, mesmerizing. To be slain by one, agonizing. Everyone I bleed with the sword will be my tribute to Prince Orpheus.
You recall another fact about silver swords. The Githyanki forbid their use by all other peoples.
Only Gith's children may wield swords of silver, unless a Githyanki grants the right in exceptional circumstance. The Illithid Grand Design nears. The true heir is shackled. These are exceptional circumstances. I grant my allies the right to my silver. Certainly not, or the Prince's honor guard would have already fractured his prison. Only the Orphic hammer can break Orpheus free. A Kith'rak silver sword is more than a weapon. It is an extension of your will, an entire limb unto itself. You merely need to think strike, and it strikes. The sword carves the correct path, and carries your arm with it. The ancient slates tell us that each sword holds a fragment of the living gate, a flesh portal made from the stuffs of nightmare.
The terrible living gate, thinner than a lamb's hair and hidden deep beneath the Feywild.
The silver injures the body. The gate's flesh injures the mind. A formidable weapon against Geich.
Looks empty.
A friendly face at last. Are you going to the party as well? I know. Bit strange, isn't it? But then you have to be open to trying new things. The venue's called The Palace. Not sure what it stands for, but it sounds very exclusive. My date's supposed to meet me here, but there's no sign of him. You haven't seen him, have you? Pale, skinny, extremely piercing eyes. Looks a bit like your friend here.
Oh dear. I assure you, it's not.
It's funny. He was ever so keen for me to come. He didn't seem the type to cancel. Normal. Mostly. Didn't have much of an appetite at dinner, though he said he was saving himself for tonight. He was so enthusiastic. I don't understand why he hasn't shown up. Now you mention it, he brought his own wine with him to the Mermaid last night. Strange smell it had. Kind of metallic. You know what? I might give this party a miss. Plenty more fish in the Chionthar, as they say. If you see him, don't tell him I was here. Just tell him I wasn't ready to be in a relationship. I'm sure he'll understand.
Something good here, I hope. Looking ahead.
peepholes peeled.
How high?
Wizard called it the sewer.
Oh, whatever it's called, it's impressive. And it tastes great.
Is that blood? No, never.
Did you go for a swim earlier?
Nah, don't know how to swim.
Must have been some other oozing, stinking lump floating.
What's this, cousin? Another absolutist come to see what we did to poor old Sarin. Your god took her mind, cultist, so Bereki took her head, and I burned the flesh from her bones. And now you come to interrupt the funeral rites. Yes, cousin. An excellent idea. Cousin says we will take you in return. He says you look just like kindling for Sarin's funeral pyre. He is clan, summoned in the place of the friends that I lost. Sarin, Bereki, and I, we were the three finest thieves in Baldur's Gate. We broke into the offices of Gortash, discovered he was with the Absolute too. Your fellow cultists hunted us, so we hid down here. We were safe, and so was our loot, until the darkness soured Sarin's mind. She kept our treasure from us, said Bereki and I had gone strange. Hush, cousin. Sarin turned into a cultist herself, so we did what we had to. Bereki wept until his voice was gone, and then he was gone too, leaving only me to conduct Sarin's rites. And my cousins here. You cannot conduct the rites without a clan to bear witness, or some fuel for the fire. She swore she was no cultist, but you all lie. The Absolute turns you. I don't know. Pass then, and do not come back. This is Sarin's final resting place, and a killing ground for all who come to disturb her.
God, it's impressive. And it tastes great.
Never wanted the easy part.
Did you go for a swim earlier?
Nah, don't know how to swim.
Must have been some other oozing, stinking lump floating downstream.
like it's will be.
Quiet, cousins! We will.
Always nice to...
What's the name of that river down there?
Wizard.
Whatever it's called, it's impressive.
Thanks. Wherever we go, ye gods, let there be something green.
Can't give up now.
Assume nothing. Objective noted.
Never a dull moment. Best be on my way.
Yes? From your mass, so they are my favorite.
No rest. Be you wicked or wise.
Wizard told us to watch.
Sarin's soul will not be slave to... Absolute or
Yeah.
let my name be.
Death greets us all, but not today. We do what we must.
Sounds like fun. Quickly. We'll do it my way.
You still have time to surrender.
Lae'zel!
I will try to make it stop.
Shall we cut and run? On the way. Into the shadows.
No choice but to keep going.
Time to kill. This way. Leave no trace.
I can't even catch my breath.
It is already on.
for some blood. You're mine.
Still standing, no matter what you heard.
Still breathing, despite everything. Hope your soul is in good hands.
Not but another harvest. Blood it shall have to be.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Take you.
My injuries need tending. More than prepared.
No one back home will ever believe this.
There better be a soft bedroll in my near future.
Anything of use?
Assume nothing. What lies within?
Call and I answer.
Let's move. Open up.
Action, not reaction.
Worth examining.
No time to rest. Time to press ahead.
Seems willing to speak, but not to its killer.
Eager for battle. Worth examining.
Never a dull moment. Breathe deep and move. That's curious. What's inside? Right tool will do the trick.
What a day. Hardly a challenge.
Have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it. Moving ahead. All right, what now? What's that? Oh, my hand slipped. What's in here? One day I'll catch a break. That's curious. Bet that will fit in my pack.
How delicious.
Still breathing, despite everything. What to do? Should mind my step.
Something over there.
That water looks tainted. Better to avoid it. Don't waste a step.
Well, hello. Let's prowl. It's a mild larceny. Light candy from a gnome.
No time to rest. Have to keep going. Can't give up now. What's inside? Cursed to put my hands on everything.
With pleasure. Tread carefully. Let's see.
Still alive, so that's progress. Need to find a way forward. Be wary. This place is trapped.
Watch the shadows.
No one back home will ever believe this. These boots have seen everything.
Watch your back. A crooked touch. Watch your back.
Just as I was getting bored, our Lord sends us a little diversion.
See me?
Just out of view.
path be true. Time to strike. Indolence breeds madness. Onward. What lies within?
I've got a long road ahead. How much farther can I go?
Looks jammed. Something everywhere.
Here goes nothing. Won't budge. won't budge. slow down. light on my feet.
Ah, my favorite traveling companion. Oh, darling, I'm hurt. I thought we had something special. I guess I'll spend my evenings lounging here while you do all the hard work. It sounds awful.
Aren't you a sight for sore eyes? All right, some company wouldn't hurt on the road, especially if there's trouble. My faith protects me.
What to do? If not over, then through.
There's no time to waste.
My injuries need tending.
Take you. Take you.
Shouldn't have wished for more interesting times. Breathe deep and move. Don't waste a step. Careful in there. All right, time to skulk about.
All the coin seems to be there, if a little blood-stained. You lot are enthusiastic about your lord's work.
Our Lady. We serve only the absolute.
Oh, silly me. We Zhentarim are so long past our own godly roots, I'm afraid I forget the half of them. But you, I know. When did you start worshipping gods? Did they give your wee rodent a worm friend, too?
Rodent?
Enough! You will show the Stone Lord proper respect, and you will return to the Guildhall and do as we have paid you to.
Of course. I only thought...
Wait. Flop all you wish, little fish. But Minsc has caught you!
On that note, good luck. The job will be done by the time you get to the Guildhall.
quickly.
Have to keep going.
We do what we must. I am fury. I am death. Nature will not even notice you gone.
I am death.
These boots have seen everything.
Let me strike true. Victory awaits. I will ascend. What should I do?
Against the darkness swarming his senses, a single light glows. Rage, flaring brighter every moment.
Kill it.
around for long. Tell your Elith to protect him from the Elder Brain's influence. Quickly!
No. This one will not aid our cause. Get rid of him. Don't be foolish. He is too unpredictable. He will only be a hindrance to us. No, I will not be coerced into protecting him. You do not see what I do. His thoughts, his mind, pure chaos.
The Mind Flare pours poison in your ear, I think. Tell it I will tear the prism from your grasp and throw it into the deepest lava pit I can find. Long after our bones are dust and ash, the walls of its prison will still be burning. Now help my friend!
She bluffs. Surely she would not risk the fate of all for one simple life. Fine. Have it your way.
His mind unfolds beneath yours. A still lake pulls you down into its depths. Images flash by, battles fought, and friends fallen. His rage grows colder, burrows deeper, as a familiar face crystallizes before you.
Jaheira! You killed her!
You are being dramatic.
The instant's hesitation is enough. With a sensation of terrible rending, something vast and nameless falls away from his mind.
There. It is done.
Jaheira? I do not understand.
Good. That means you're back to your old ways. We have a lot to discuss. But first, you have someone to thank.
In the sudden silence, your minds merge once more. More memories, sensations, but passing too quickly for you to track. In the same breath, you share everything that happened to you. The Nautiloid, the Absolute, the chosen of the dead three.
You saved Minsc. While he danced like a Mind Flayer's meat puppet. Why? A level head and a kind heart. It is well that Boo kept me from crushing either. I would be rid of this parasite. Minsc takes orders from only one tiny beast, and he is much cuter than any mind maggot. He is... Where is he? He's on his way!
One day I'll catch a break.
Good. I was just starting to miss the sound of your voice.
Voss stands at the ready. All that remains is to return to the Astral Prism and break Orpheus free. How we get in remains to be seen. Chuk. You believe you can survive without me? As you say, do not keep me waiting.
Take your...
No one's stopped me yet.
I wonder what the next move is. I'd better take a peek.
Never a dull moment. Should mind my step.
Cracked wooden mask with female features in the Rashemi style.
My friend, from our brief sharing of skulls, I know you have faced many strange beings, but none like this. Whatever happens, show no fear and stay your hand. Trust in Minsc. Minsc finds that the less thinking he does, the easier the trusting comes. Wait! You gaze into Minsc's soul and see his foul crimes. You smell the stench of evil upon him, pointy claws primed, ready to scratch out his eyes. I am sorry, my friend. I am at the mercy of your faultless justice. Now, if you must burrow through my blackened heart, I am ready. No? You are certain? Oh, such boundless compassion. You are all heart, and whiskers, and cute little nose. You are right, of course. There is still much evil for Boo and Minsc to stamp out. But we need not fight it alone. I have a new face to show you. But it is not a villainous one for the clawing, understand? This is Boo. And Boo, meet you? No, it is a hamster. A miniature giant space hamster. Fear not, you will learn the difference in time. Those villains locked Boo away, lest his righteous gaze cause their tadpole to flee in terror. Now we are together again. All will be exactly as... Boo, why do you use such language? Once more, my hamster proves himself my greater half, and makes the path clear when my mind is fuzzier than his tiny bottom. He says we will join with you, and cleanse Baldur's Gate of evil, together! Get comfortable, Boo. We go to battle and... to glory, or glorious death.
A mailed fist in the Firecam armor style.
Much of honor and faith, but he fought like a berserker when it counted. Faith, but he fought like a berserker when it counted.
A wood carving of a pair of wings, like an eagle's, but longer somehow.
She went in search of new wings.
Let's see.
Mazzy Fentan. Not even the gods dare deny her when she sought to become a paladin.
Yes? Just a little foraging. Poking, prodding.
A humble turnip, preserved by drying.
A fine friend. It's love of turnips.
Moving ahead.
Who says, what? Tonight, Boo dines on faux flesh.
Never wanted the easy Bhaal. Anything of use?
met my hamster.
Have a lot on my mind. And, well, eat it.
Evil hides, and Boo seeks.
Let's move.
Justice, truth, and a virtuous boot.
Looking ahead.
Ready and waiting. Well, certainly waiting. At your command.
All right, what now? Light on my feet. Can't keep me out.
Let's get on with it. Have to keep pushing.
Still breathing, despite everything. Blood? No, never mind. On my way.
A cracked wooden mask with female features in the Rashemi style.
This is Minsc's true monument to her. Her Wicklaren mask.
I think you might have made a terrible, terrible mistake. Huh? Chasing rumor halfway around the city and back. Crossing the guild. Wading through filth. Defying the one creature upon whom your very life depends. All for a madman and his rodent.
Who would know the meaning of your meaningful glances?
The Absolute threatens thousands. The entire coast. And still you risked much to help one man. I should berate you. But I can only say thank you. Your reasons were your own. But whether you meant for it or not, your fight is our fight, huh? Both of us. To the very end. Do not take that tone with me, rodent! Fine, fine. All three of us, then. Those misty eyes are just age. Yes, I feel myself growing older as we stand here. So, lead the way. We're yours to command.
Boo seems like a worthy addition to our group. His pet, Minsc, may prove useful also.
Do you feel it, Boo? The path of virtue beneath my boots once more. Boo and I, we are in your debt, my friend. So dark an alliance sealed with scentish contracts, cultish vows, and a dragon's shining hoard. You think Minsc could forget? You are correct. I have no idea what any of that was about. But we shall simply... Boo! Why do you gnaw at my soft parts? I am trying to... Once again, in smaller words? I see. This truth you seek. Boo believes that Minsc is knowing more than Minsc knows. But it is a difficult thing. There are memories of this time that Minsc does not remember. And Boo suggests that, just as he helps with tricksome itches in awkward places, you must reach what Minsc cannot. The parasite. You can use it to tickle free whatever truth you seek. The worm has already whipped me around the city like a slack-backed pony. I have no wish to saddle myself a second time. But if it cannot be Boo who pops inside my skull for a rummage, then I trust you. Or Jaheira, but she is currently possessed of an empty head.
I count my blessings every day.
At first, there is nothing. His mind is empty as a still expanse of open country. But then... your face, the Stone Lord's face, mirrored in bloodied steel. In the heat of burning buildings, you hold your blade high above pale, frightened faces.
No, that is not right. I slew only monsters. The voice said that they were monsters.
A whisper. The Absolute's voice, twisting the petty guild thieves before you into snarling, savage beasts, feeding on the weak of your city.
The guild. The Stone Lord hunted them, peeled away their rotten ranks one by one to lay bare their corrupt heart. 9 fingers Keene. That is what the Absolute bought Black Zentist Steel to do. To kill the Guildmaster. What does it matter? Cultish thinking has occupied Minsc's mind for long enough. Now is time for doing. And this talk of evil overthrowing evil, pah! Like a many-headed hydra biting at its own throat. Bring forth the hydra, says Boo. More faces for the punching. First we pop the Zentarim blood, then we show 9 fingers, the 5 fingers of Minsc. Yes?
Minsc.
No, Jaheira. The Zend, the Guild. 2 cheeks of the same evil end. Minsc will punt them from the city, and with them, all memory of this Stone Lord. Minsc has forgotten nothing. Once we are done with the undoing of his deeds, then we will speak of this Stone Lord.
First, let us just get to the Guildhall. We can buff out our chests and figure out what to do once we are there.
Evil hides, and Boo seeks.
No one's stopped me yet. With haste.
Justice walks on 4 feet and sleeps in my boot.
Never a dull moment.
Best avoid that trap.
Let's see what this does. Should mind my step.
Have you met my hamster?
Best get going. Light on my feet. What's inside?
Do you ever think we should have had another one?
Doesn't matter what we think now. It would have broken us back then.
But if we'd
I know, love. I think about it.
Beautiful day, isn't it? Do make the most of it. You never know how many you've got left.
Very well.
There's no cure for a broken heart. But a bit of sunlight and fresh air helps. Sometimes.
Felt horrible about that one.
Take you.
Sleep for a 10-day.
She couldn't wait to
Can't
show off
afford
the
to stay
stars to
idle.
her friends at school.
No time to rest. Don't waste the step.
You could really detect the bullshit in the aftertaste.
What to do?
Observe the delightful color.
Think I'll just sit back and rest my weary limbs while these angry youngsters sort matters out.
Even before they got those big metal bruisers, the fists were obnoxious. But now...
I swear, this fist is just trying to provoke me, but I'm not going to fall for it.
Seems like a good moment to talk.
Pantella's in a mood. Don't get in that fist way when she's in a mood.
These common folk need to learn to respect authority. Good thing I'm happy to teach them.
I made a delivery to the docks just yesterday.
Sorry, citizen. The docks are now a restricted area.
Harbourview Park, generously maintained by the Janeth family since 1482 DR.
I'm sorry. I don't think I can help you. I'm not fit for service.
He's a lovely man, Simon, but he's seen better days. Please, try not to disturb him.
She'll be at home with her loved ones.
Look around. It's peaceful.
Stand on your liver!
It is stand and deliver, little fig. Though I think I like yours better. You bellow like a true berserker.
The commander said I only had to keep out bad ones. So you can pass. I'm not a little girl. I'm a warrior.
Even I could have told you. This was a silly thing to say.
Now pass. Oi! Stop a moment. Commander, you're in trouble!
Fear keeps the ignorance aware.
A Larathin residence.
Bringing in the stench of the foundry. Belching smoke and metal screeches. Keep the city peaceful, my house.
Oh, Maller's Mark, here we go.
Are we quite sure she hasn't actually died this time, brother? She looks dead.
Smells it too. Ooh.
It has been a hard road. But I can clip you both around the ear to prove I am no ghost. If it would help.
Forgive us, Mother. We're just surprised you still know how to find your way home.
Some battles, even Boo is not brave enough to fight.
Ryan.
A sending spell can carry 25 words. Do you know how many Jaheira's only message contained? In all this time she's been away? 7.
If you are trying to help me, please stop.
The message went, I'm sorry, you know what to do.
So why haven't you done it? You were supposed to get the young ones out of the city.
And you were supposed to be dead. That's what your oh-so-stoic message meant, yes? Yet here you are. So, what happened out there?
I got my skin saved by this one. We've come to take the fight to the cult. Which is exactly why you all cannot be here.
Why? You plan on winning, don't you? You're the one who saved her, so tell me. Are we all doomed? See, Mother? A little positivity.
You are a very irritating girl.
This isn't your house, remember? You'll keep a civil tongue under our roof if we let you stay at all.
Have mercy, sister. She's old, after all.
So old!
Seems I'm outvoted. See, Mother? That is how you go about talking things through with your family. Now, if there's more to discuss, then bloody well come in. And wipe your boots.
Something over there.
No arguing. Just tell me you're well.
I am well.
And Minsc?
Boo is also very well. And happy to see you, Ryan.
And I him. Enough that I'll let him keep his lumbering, sweaty steed inside. So, this cult. What's our plan?
I'm not fool enough to think I can change your mind. But if you're staying, I don't want you taking up arms. There are other ways to fight.
Really? Like what? A fair point. Though I'll leave the herb lore to Jord. I was always better at breaking bones than mending them.
I remember. The very reason George had so many patients to hone his craft on.
If I have to stay home and babysit, then it's your job to make sure there's still a home to look after. Take what you need, and we'll do the grand reunion when you come back for good. So, lovely as it is to have you back, Mother, go away. You have work to do.
Aye, aye, Commander. Wait, one more thing. There are doppelgangers on our trail. One even went so far as to steal my face.
Huh. All right then. If you turn up looking for hugs and kisses, I'll be sure to shoot first.
That's my girl.
Those leaves are a little darker than I'd like, Felices. Bad soil?
Yes? I have given you much reason to think that Harpers hoard secrets like precious stones, but I promise you, this was not some intrigue. Just, plain and simple foolishness. As if by keeping clear of my family, I might keep them clear of the cult in turn. And if this fight were to go against us, well, they had already done their mourning. Why visit it on them twice? Well, if fool I be, then at least I'm in good company. I was wrong to think I could keep my children from this fight. They're Baldurian born and bred. The only damned reason I root myself in this place. This city is a cesspit. An open sewer of the soul that taints us with its filth and churns us out when all that is good has been stripped away. It also happens to be their home. And so it is mine. Ugh. That might be the first time I have said that out loud. Now come. We had best get to saving it. Lest Ryan turn her ire on us both.
Tell me, now that you have met Jaheira's children, it is not unpleasant to see her on the rough side of someone's tongue, hmm? No, Boo, you will not tell her! Minsc said nothing! We will not speak of this again. Of course, my friend. Or are we not friends? Then you have a sword at your side and a hamster at hand, whenever you need them. Unless I die, or you die, or you do anything at all to upset Boo. Now, does Boo see a question in your eye, or just a parasite poking through? Well, Boo, explain yourself. Clear enough? Can you not? Do you not see his noble bearing? The deep wells of wisdom that are his eyes? Boo speaks of much. Perhaps one day, you will be ready to listen. Boo has a way with words that we lack. All that space in the cheeks, I am thinking. Oh, the mind of Minsc is a simple place. Of what strangeness do you speak?
The memories resurface. A lifetime of battles blurring into one. A single constant is Minsc, launching into the fray no matter the foe, be they god, monster, or man. It seems just the barest glimpse of what the man before you has seen and done, but enough to know that he has no right to still be alive.
Ah, wait! That look in your eye. I know exactly what visions of Minsc you have seen to cause you such wonder. My pants. Thrice laced in the Rashomar style, so that a berserker might split skulls without fear of splitting breeches too. They are fiendishly complex, but fear not for Minsc. With training, he has learned to master the many little knots. Well, as have you, no? Do not forget that when you gaze into Minsc, Minsc also gazes into you. We both fight evil, wherever it is found. The who and where are less important than the hamsters you meet along the way. On this matter of sharing memories, I see no reason for us to worry at one another's worms. If there is more we wish to know, we can simply ask, no? Exactly so! If I must peer into the mind of my enemy, I use an axe. For friends, there is ale. No, my friend. If you fear you have a question that Minsc cannot answer, then you can simply ask Boo. There is more than a little to know, I think. I am huge. Countless tales are told of Boo and Minsc. Many of them are so outlandish that even I do not know if they are true. Did Minsc bravely fend off the seductive vials of a succubus in the cloisters of Candlekeep? Maybe. Did he take a bath in the river Styx and temporarily forget himself? I do not remember. Did he travel with a spawn of the god of murder, who warred against his evil brethren and battled triumphantly at the throne of Bhaal itself? Of course! It was a splendid adventure. Oh, a curious question. Are a child and his father always alike? Take Minsc. He does not have a clear memory of the face of his father, but he does remember tugging on the thick, red whiskers that sprang from his chin. A beard for the ages. Boo could have nested there happily through even the harshest of Rashomon winters. Now, look closely at Minsc, and what do you see? Your gaze is naturally caught on my handsome face. The face that is loved by all, but cast your eyes down, just a little. Not so far as to make Minsc blush. Do you see it? Who is correct? No beard! There are more whiskers on his tiny face than on the mighty chin of Minsc. If Minsc did not inherit the flaming red hair of his mother, or the bushy red beard of his father, why would the spawn of Bhaal inherit his wickedness? I have many more thoughts about beards to share. I did not know you cared to hear them.
Top shelves again. Have you, Jessam?
Wish I had a bag of holding.
An incoherent too, I'm afraid.
I don't think so. Because there's nothing here to feel. This is a colossal waste of time.
I feel something.
Yes, coming along nicely there, Floki. Good, strong roots. I take no responsibility for your plants. You know I'm more of a mushroom man.
You've let my study turn into a thicket. Is this what I am hearing?
I tended to it. I just let it thrive in its own independence. You know, same way you raised us.
I raised you to be a sweet and kind boy. What happened?
I watched what you did instead of listening to what you said. This house has taken in a lot of children over the years. Mother dear was sometimes more commander than, well, mother dear.
You see? This one is well trained. I have no need for you anymore, faithless boy.
Oh, save your fangs for someone who thinks you might actually use them. I've only ever seen her truly angry once. We were down the market when I was about 9 years old. Some merchant started in with the usual. Yes, but where's your family? Whose son are you, really? When Mother was done with him, well, let's say he won't have any sons of his own to worry about.
Nature's law in action.
You three have been just guzzling the water recently. Save some for the others, all right?
What's that?
Those leaves are a little darker than I'd like, Felices. Bad soil?
A fine day to you, sir. Are you known to this court? Sir Fluffington, an honor to host you in my manor.
Jessam discovered an old family tree in my study. We haven't had a moment's peace since.
Tetherian nobility. You might be royalty, Jaheira. You don't want to be queen, of course, and Ryon curses too much, so it would have to be me.
Careful, girl. They have a habit of taking against tyrants there.
I'm not a tyrant. If anyone calls me one, I'll have Fig chop their head off.
You three have been just guzzling the water recently.
My shots pilfered every day by runs like him. Citizens with a proper life earn their crust.
Those leaves are a little darker than I'd like, Felices. Bad soil? Don't tell Mother.
Let him run amok. I doubt his father should be probably hid in an alley or drunk in a
At the docks.
The only moment you're living in is this
I hope you were hibernating, little cub. I can't think of another reason you wouldn't come down to say hello.
Jaheira! I didn't want to see if you were really dead. They said...
Who said?
Jord and Ryan. They didn't think I could hear.
You little sneak thief. Well, they were wrong. Look! Not dead. I just... had a few adventures. Like,
Moonrise. Like the place from your stories, Jaheira.
the very same. We can give that one a happy ending after all. Now, cub. Solitude is a wonderful thing, but not too much. Come downstairs and fight with your sisters.
Wait. Here. I was... keeping this safe.
My Harper pin. Oh, was a certain little sneak thief playing down in my sanctuary?
No.
Harper pin open.
Ferdinand. I just trimmed you. Coming along nicely there, Cloak. Good, strong roots. You three have been just guzzling the water recently. Save some for the others, all right?
I'll give it a shot.
Wondered if it would take you long to spot.
Don't tell Mother.
Pay no mind to those. You're probably safe so long as I am here. But if you do not trust me, take the weight from the pressure plate there. Have no fear.
A glowing orb, but its purpose is unclear.
Close, eh?
There's no time to waste.
Looking ahead.
What am I to do?
The orb casts glyphs familiar to the Druid of Ownership. Overwhelming it with the same element can often disable the enchantment.
Can't slow down.
The only patch of wilderness this city permits me. There ought to be supplies here to aid us.
You know this place, Boo. Minsc has never been invited.
Still breathing, despite everything.
The Archdruid's eyes and ears have fallen away in her absence. I'm training new ones.
There's been killings in a holy place. Stinks of incense and blood. I bring word of gnomes. Gnomes in the sea.
Down by the Blushing Mermaid, there's a stink of something fey. Smell of arse, too. But Boss doesn't care about that.
Open up. I've got a long road ahead.
Jaheira's adept at keeping secrets, and for good reason. She was wise to try and keep her family safe. I just wish I could have done the same.
Watch your elders and learn. Still some way to go.
Looks like a trap there.
Still alive, so that's progress. These boots have seen everything.
Keen eye. But if it's supplies you seek, weapons to aid in our fight, you won't find them behind that door. There is nothing back there of worth to anyone but me. Oh, you need not apologize. I only seek to spare you some disappointment. On my word, all you will find inside is dust. And the moldering keepsakes of a much younger woman.
Jaheira, our friend has put their trust in us. Boo thinks it is only right to return the gesture, no?
You so rarely make a habit of being right, Ranger, that it puts me ill at ease when you are. Pass then. Go on. See what it is a foolish old Harper thinks worth hiding away.
Jaheira's old weapons! They look strong as ever. Minsc should know. They gave him many bruises over the years.
At your command.
I have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it. Anything of use?
A gift from my husband. I've had to renew parts over the years, but the heart remains the same as the day he gave it to me. How high?
Justice, truth, and a virtuous boot.
No one back home will ever believe this. Moving ahead.
Rite of the Timeless Body. What's that about? I'd best ask Jaheira.
Yes? The threat of spanking never kept the children from poking through my things. Why should it deter you? It is a ritual, or it describes one at least. Practiced by druids of certain esoteric circles. If they be learned and powerful enough, the practitioner of this ritual might slow their aging, extend their life well beyond its natural reach. In greener days, I might have been strong enough to do it. I might be yet, with the right preparations. Any druid? But the scroll is not the ritual itself, only part of my research on its working. Do not look at me like that. I have been content to see the span of my natural years. A privilege far too few in this world can claim. I do not speak of clinging to life for its own sake, I just look back on that life's work and I wonder, is it done? The dead tree plague the world still. The city still falls prey to small minds like Gortash or lost souls like Orin. It is every Harper's hope to be a light that drives out darkness. But I've lived long enough to see so many of those lights burn out, while the shadows cling stubbornly on. Knowing that, isn't it our duty to burn on if we can? To fight for as long as we are able?
I wallowed in darkness for too long. If I could extend the time I have left in the light, I think I'd take it.
Perhaps. But if the darkness is really going to swallow everything as Yusharan say, It should at least have to work for its supper. Of course, it is our way. Just as it is Death's way to meet us along the path, gently oblivious to whatever it is we want. I spent most of my life fighting those who tried to escape their end. Kith'rak, Irenicus, Sarevok. That is not company I would like to keep. In truth, I had put this ritual from my mind. Until last light. Trapped in that darkness, I turned to my research again. What if I was a little stronger? As fast as I once had been. Then you came. And made the question moot. But I kept this. Just in case, I told myself. A final resort. Perhaps you were not the savior you seemed. I had learned better than to think of life as some simple tale after all. There is no guarantee of happy endings. Or true heroes. I believe that still. But when I look on all that we have achieved since, I wonder perhaps it is not heroes we need. Only people who are willing to try. I do not know what manner of story that makes. But I do know that without an ending, it would be no story at all. So I will accept mine. When and however it comes. As for this city story, well, that is entirely your problem now, Cub. I have no plans to lie down and die. Well, perhaps a little lying down when all of this is done. But I do not plan on going anywhere just yet. And besides, you still have a tadpole in your skull. You are almost certainly going to die first.
Jaheira littering the streets in broad daylight. I swear, sometimes it is as if she does not care for this city at all.
So Jaheira is willing to embrace mortality, the ultimate form of retirement, and that's thanks to impressing her through your actions. Quite the compliment.
Oh, come on, Ferdinand. I just trimmed you.
Come on, open up.
Well, you won't find us dangling from any of the same branches, Strowling.
I do this? That graffiti from before. I never thought I'd see it again. Well, I think I was the one who did it. I can recognize my own handwriting. How long ago was this? Years? All the time I spent training, hidden away from the world. I think I must have wanted to leave my mark somewhere. Just to prove I existed. Even to myself.
There's creeps in cloaks creeping around down in the sewers.
Don't mind if I do?
Why, hello, lover. That sounded more debonair in my head, I'll admit. Do you need something?
If you're sure. Fine. I'll be here whenever you rediscover your taste in company.
Who among us hasn't wondered what it would be like to live forever? But I think you've got the right idea. Better I live fully and meaningfully than to pine for an always and forever I could never achieve.
Jaheira's wisdom is plain to see. One of the greatest ways in which you can serve nature is to surrender your body back to it when the time comes. It may be some centuries before my flesh is ready to yield, but I hope I shall be bold enough to follow in her path when the day comes.
Can't slow down. Already feeling better.
Should I ever take to the astral plane, I'll have no need of scrolls to secure my immortality. Still, it is becoming of a mortal to accept their fate, as Jaheira does. Not everyone is meant to live longer than the stars. It is done. Action, not reaction.
No one's stopped me yet. Wonder if the gods are watching me.
Just when I think I can't respect Jaheira anymore, she hits me with a grenade right to the heart. I couldn't agree with her more. There's more to life than Then time. It isn't about how long you're here. It's about what you do with whatever time you've got. And Jaheira? Well, I don't think anyone spent their hours better than her. I don't know what I was expecting. Something beyond real. My life would have been so different if I ended up working for her instead of Gortash. Looking after these kids. Making a difference. Maybe in the next life.
Always at your side.
A hero of legend. Passing the figurative torch onto us. We'd best not disappoint her. The thought of a scolding from Jaheira's ghost is not one I particularly relish.
Jaheira has steel in her, I'll say that. It's not easy to walk away from immortality. Most people will have held on to that scroll for as long as they could bear to, and probably a century or two longer than that.
Is something burdening you? Chook, you believe you can survive without me? As you say, do not keep me waiting.
Who says what?
Is that blood? No, never mind.
Ah, my favorite traveling companion. Darling, I thought you'd never ask. Lead on. Careful, I bite.
Justice walks on 4 feet and sleeps in my boot.
Still breathing, despite everything.
What can I do for you, my friend? Oh, darling, I'm hurt. I thought we had something special. I guess I'll spend my evenings lounging here while you do all the hard work. It sounds awful.
Light on my feet.
Why, hello, lover. That sounded more debonair in my head, I'll admit. Do you need something?
All right, some company wouldn't hurt on the road, especially if there's trouble.
Sword at my side and hamster at hand.
all's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have.
Jaheira! Boo is trying his best to explain, but I still do not understand your anger.
Do not hide behind your hamster, Ranger. You do not understand because you do not listen. We were the first to discover the cult. And if you had only waited, we might have marshaled our numbers and...
Good does not wait for evil to button up its breeches. When it offers buttocks for the smacking, Minsc and Boo greet cheek with hand. It is well that Boo's innocent ears still ring from all this shouting.
This mess falls on our heads, Minsc. The city under siege, its people poisoned by the cult. It all might have been avoided if you had just put your feelings aside and listened. Seen too much to believe destiny has taken our side. Blind luck, perhaps. The point remains. You meant well, Minsc. But you exposed the city to harm. You helped the cult spread. And worse, perhaps than any of this, you forced me to leave you behind.
But this is where Minsc falls short of the understanding, Jaheira. What else is a berserker for, if not to charge into danger ahead of his Waclaren?
The Waclaren, wise women of Rashomon, each bonded to a berserker bodyguard for life. There is no higher title, nor deeper bond in all of Rashomon custom.
Waclaren? Minsc, I am not your witch. You are not my bodyguard. This is not some high lodge of your homeland.
Boo agrees you're a queer kind of witch. But this city is a queer place. And Minsc, you may have noticed, is sometimes strange himself. The titles matter not. Only this. When Minsc does as Minsc does, and charges in to make a mess, Jaheira does as Jaheira does, and finds a way to save us all anyway.
Oh, I fight alongside fools.
You hear that, Boo? We fight alongside a Waclaren again.
I am your friend, Ranger. I am not your witch. There will be no ointments or healing balms.
Not even for Boo? Fine lodgings you have found, my friend. Boo is already in negotiations with the guardian spirits of this place. In Baldur's Gate, they are likely to be rat-formed and eager to charge rent. But Boo shall secure safe slumber for all. Now, what do you need of Minsc? Minsc is an open book, with many pretty pictures. Oh, my friend. There is much more to know of Minsc's homeland than he could ever put into words. Boo might fare better, but his home is far stranger again. Well, in many ways, it is the very opposite of this city. The far side of Faerun, with empty plains, white forests, and peaks that pierce the very belly of the sky. But it is like the city too. Here, it is loud with the daily wailing of people. In Rashomon, it is also loud, if you know where to listen. The Telthors, guardian spirits of every root, rock, and tree. Here in the Sleeping Lands, they are silent. But in the far north, they know how to speak still. The first time, my Dajema. A warrior's quest of proving. Minsc quickly proved that quests do not always go as the stories say. After wandering a ways and some savings of the Sword Ghost, Minsc returned to Rashiman to find a welcome fit for hamsters and heroes. The Iron Lord himself came to bear witness to Boo. Minsc of Rashiman, said he, your Dajema is done. Minsc politely disagreed. Dinah here was dead, and so his Dajema could never be done. Then swear your service to me, Minsc of Rashiman, said he. Serve your land as your lord's chosen champion. Minsc politely disagreed. It was a little awkward, but he had already sworn his service to Boo. Minsc of Rashiman, said he. You insult your Iron Lord. We will settle this matter in the circle of combat. It was only polite for Minsc to agree. After they carried the Iron Lord away, the Council of Witches gave Minsc a pack of provisions and said it would be best if he continued his adventures for a time. Yes, Boo, that was before we were stone. Perhaps we are due a little homecoming when all of this is done, no? Because it is slow and stupid and sleeping. Boo says Minsc should phrase this in a kinder fashion. Telthors are the living soul of the land. They flit about, offering petty blessings to those who show respect, or playing tricks on those who do not. This is so in Rashiman, but not beyond her borders. Here the spirits sleep. And perhaps we ought to be glad of this. In Rashiman, a Telthor is wind and snow and soil. In Baldur's Gate, it would be stink and stain and a far less pleasant type of soil. If my meaning is not clear, just check under your boot. As you wish. Boo, do you have much to say on the matter of something else?
Yes? Ask it.
What path lies before?
What's on your mind?